Where are we heading today, Steve?
Church.
Nice. On the water?
Close.
The wharf is having a special service today. What's the name of the church, Mike? Island Church, non-denominational. So we're taking the Bayliner over here. We haven't test run it since we did our oil change, so this kind of gives it, put an hour on it, and heat these engines up, and then we'll bring it back, check, make sure everything looks okay. Get some Jesus this morning. Jesus and boating. Does it get any better, big guy?
Never.
Nah, it doesn't. All right, guys. Captain Paul here, and welcome aboard, especially all you old crew members and new crew members, because I surely appreciate you. I hope you guys like that little intro. Me and Steve driving the 4788 with Pam and Mike over to the wharf. Their church had a little thing where they do put all three services in one place, and they do that once a year. So it's very cool being able to take the 4788 over to there and drive it to church. I thought that was very, very cool. One of the things this week, the message at church was about this Charlie Kirk. I didn't really know him. I did see his message. And in a way, it's not even whether I agree or disagree with him. I know that he was a godly man and he believed in God, and his fear of this happening was negated by his belief in his God. And I have those same beliefs. And, as you guys know, anybody that watches the channel, you guys know, it's one of the things that somebody asked me this last week, what makes it you fearless? And be able to go do 7 days and 6 nights out in the middle of the ocean. And mine is my belief in God. So, but anybody that watches the channel, you guys already know it. New crew members, I just want to iterate that and let you know. Another quick little detail. A lot of you, all you old timers already know it, but I do have a tattoo, and that tattoo was a quick little story. Was a guy that was in the Keys, the Florida Keys. I was getting off Southern State. He was carrying his Bible, and I said, "Hey, what's that all about?" And he goes, "It's I believe in God." And I think it was Sunday, and I was walking to the shower, and he was walking. They had a little service out there at the place where I lived, and I said, "That's so cool." And then he goes, "Do you know any verses from the Bible?" And I said, "Yeah, I know the first one, Genesis. In the beginning, God created heaven and earth." And I always wanted a tattoo, so it was easy for me, because it proclaimed my love for God. And he has blessed me, and he does love me. And I wish that for everybody, that you guys could feel that kind of love and, appreciation. And so then I try and love my God and appreciate him and, share the message, especially with people that want to hear it. And that was one of my New Year's resolutions every year for the last, I don't know, probably 10 years. I've made different revelations in my life, and every year at the first, I always make these, big proclaims. And a few years ago, it was, I'm never going to be broke again. Well, here I am. I'm never going to be broke again, and I don't really have to worry about money because it's just one of those things that I said I'm just not going to do it. So, and I don't. And another one was, eating healthier and being healthier. Another one was going to the gym. And then last year was the one, where I said, I'm going to do a little more praying and get to God. So I do try to go to church every Sunday. So, especially for you new crew members, thank you guys so much. And I want to hear in the comments what you guys think about that. To me, it's truly sad. And the sadness for me really is about, here's a 31-year-old man that's not going to come home to his wife and his 2 children, and it seemed like he was a loving father of his 2 children, his 2 girls, and he loved his wife and he loved his life. But again, he had the kind of the same beliefs that I do as far as his faith in his God. It was time for him to go, and that was his day, and that's how I cross oceans even today. We'll talk about that in just a second, but let me give you a little bit more update, because this is really just a live update video, and I want to share with you what's going on here. This is Monday morning. I'm getting ready. I'm doing a few more projects on the 247-88s. I've got a few things to clean up on what I call the $1 million Bayliner, and then the Mike and Pam's 4788. I've finished the batteries on that one, but I've got a few more projects that I need to finish up on that one before I leave here. Then we head to Detroit. I'm super excited. I hope you guys are enjoying these episodes and these daily blogs. I want to hear in the comment, you guys like these things or not? But we'll start that daily blog, and you guys should start seeing those videos next Monday because we're going to jump on the boat Thursday. I think I actually fly to Detroit. We're on the boat Thursday, so hopefully Friday we're filming. So we'll have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then you're usually about 3 to 4 days behind on the video. So hopefully next Monday, 1 week from now, you'll be they'll start the episodes for the delivery of the 2006 main ship with twins. A lot of singles, and I've driven one of those with twins in it before, but they're a little bit harder and a little bit more rare to find. So super excited about that. And we're doing a lot of yacht training. This is their first time, Ann and her husband Todd, first time that they've been on a bigger boat. So a lot of training going on and getting the boat moved, because we're moving it right back down here to Gulf Shores. Another thing that we're doing is IBEX. I've been invited. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, and I've been invited from Safeway to go to that show and talk to the vendors and stuff like that. So that's where I'll be. I got to be there on October 6th. So any crew members, it'd be awesome. If anybody's going to that show, please feel free to leave a comment down below. Love to meet you, shake your hand, and see you there at that show. Also, I think we're going to do something at the Loopers Convention coming up in November too. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, I'm going to start doing some more of these outings, and love to meet you guys. Regel is a huge sponsor, and it's super excited with you guys. There's a lot of videos coming out on this Regel and the product and stuff like that. So make sure you guys are watching and paying attention to those. We're going to start getting Steve, which is one of the co-owners of it, and he's going to start explaining it to you and how we apply the project. He's done it on several boats now, and I'm excited to jump in there. That's what I'm going to do after IBEX, is hopefully I can take a little, about a 4 or 5 day trip and go get some more training done on that. That's my goal anyway, but there's another boat stacked behind that. I just got a phone call today, so we'll see. That's a very cool boat too. I'm going to let you guys be surprised on that. I think you're going to be shocked on that one. Anyway, that's basically my schedule for the next couple weeks. I just want to keep this short and sweet. As you guys know, short and sweet. That's not me, not usually. But anyway, also, I want to hear in the comments, do you guys like the longer versions? Like, should I be doing these longer videos, in a little more detail, especially on what coming up on the 2006 main ship here? You guys want to see that engine room checked? Do you want to see the electronics being turned on? Do you want to see all the power being pulled, the water being pulled off, and every little detail that we do? So do you like that? Because sometimes these videos get to 30, 40 minutes. I want to hear what you guys' comments are, or keep them short, to that 15 to 20 minutes. I want to hear who's watching, because there's a lot of people that watch this channel and they actually live through this channel. Some of you guys are getting up there in the age like myself, and you guys understand what I'm saying, and you're not able to do it, but you can kind of live through the channel, and I enjoy that. And so if you guys are depending on those 30, 40 minutes while you're drinking your coffee in the morning, just let me know. It helps me figure out how to format the videos. And then another thing that, real quick, is when we just completed the trip, that was a big trip from coming around from Marathon all the way over to Washington. And in that footage there, I got questioned last week. Somebody brought it up to me, said, "Hey, Paul, how do you, you almost have to have that fearless mentality to be able to complete something like that, because there's just so much involved. There's weather, the pirates, Pirates of the Caribbean." We joke about it, but they're out there. I mean, you're going right past, a bunch of bad countries, Venezuela, Nicaragua, all those countries. So you're thinking about that. And we purposely, hugged the Cayman Islands over there on that side to stay away from all that, and then come into Panama that way. But you're exposing yourself, and you are 150 miles out in the middle of the ocean. And so you got to think about that. And that's where I am at peace with, we're all going to the same place here in the end. There's nobody gets away from this. And that's why, this channel is No Regrets Lifestyle. It's because you really can't, you got to get up every day, do the best you can. I've made so many mistakes but at the end of the day, I've got to get up and, do the best I can do with what I got. You guys know that I'm not pretty. And, I run this YouTube channel. I don't have a great voice. I've made every mistake you can make 15 times, but once in a while you get one right. And, for me, I just feel so blessed and so loved, by the people around me, my team, which is you guys, my crew, which is you guys, and the team that I built around me, my twin brother, George. I just can't say thank you enough. Tom, just all the names of all the different people involved with the channel right now. Steven, Jason, Mike, Big Mike, love you, big guy. Anyway, there's just so many people involved that, and there's going to be a lot of changes coming up. We're going to try and get the subscribership up to 100K even before the end of the year is the goal. And there's more people behind the scenes coming aboard all the time. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy the content. I hope you guys enjoy the series coming up. Anybody that hasn't got caught up on the last few series, it was a lot of fun. A joke, boo, miss you too. That was the California that I just took from New Orleans, Lake Charles. That was the last one. Lake Pontchartrain over to Texas there, and that was Kimwa. And that was a fun run, especially on that older with those 32.8s. I like those engines, man. They're nice and quiet. And the boat the boat ran really, really well. If the truth was known, we didn't have any issues with that boat at all. Anyway, peace out. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe. Remember, live life with no regret. I do. And thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out. And some of you guys, if you have to unsubscribe, I'm cool with that. But for you guys that stick around and are crewing, God bless you and peace out. Thanks. Bye.